Alright guys, before we dive into the topics today, I cannot tell you how often I see a very select number of people who constantly say that Astro Bot has flopped, or Astro Bot is not selling well, or it's not a popular game. There are a very few number of well-known individuals. Some of you may have even seen their comments or videos discussing Astro Bot and its failure or poor performance. All I can say is those people are fucking delusional. It's really difficult to understand how they actually have people who follow and listen to them across social media when they come out with garbage like this. And I will go on to explain later in the video why those people have just lost all credibility. Alright guys, Bugucky here, welcome to the video. If you're into gaming and you're interested in the latest PlayStation news, rumours and leaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the gaming community here on YouTube. If you want to go the extra mile and support me as a content creator, consider becoming a channel member. But let's start off by talking about the PS5 Pro and some of the enhanced games. Arrowhead Game Studios, the developers behind the highly successful bug-blasting sequel Helldivers 2, has confirmed that the game will support the PS5 Pro. While this news excites many, the studio is keeping specifics about the upgrade under wraps for now. In a conversation on the Helldivers 2 Discord, community manager Thomas Twinbeard Petersson went on to say that there will be differences between the current PS5 and Pro versions. However, those are yet to be confirmed. This suggests that players can expect enhancements, though the exact nature of these improvements still remains a mystery so far. Helldivers 2 joins a growing list of games that have confirmed support for the PS5 Pro, alongside major titles such as Alan Wake 2, Dead Island 2, God of War Ragnarok, Stellar Blade and The Last of Us series. I posted on my YouTube community tab around 74 games that have confirmed PS5 Pro enhancements. Go check that out if you want to have a look at some of the games confirmed for the Pro. The list was up to date as of a couple of days ago, and more games are constantly being added to that list. Anticipation for the PS5 grows as each day passes and as more developers confirm their support for it. The upgrades are expected to bring improvements in graphics, performance, and potentially new features that take advantage of the PS5 Pro's increased power. Released in February 2024 for both the PS5 and PC, Helldivers 2 quickly became one of the standout games of the year. And by August, it was the best-selling video game in the US, only dethroned by EA Sports College Football. Arrowhead has been actively supporting the game post-launch, with several updates aimed at improving gameplay balance and bug fixing. The most recent patch was rolled out last week, further refining the player experience. So, sticking with the theme of Helldivers, is an Xbox release for Helldivers 2 possible? What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments down below, because developers say it's actually not off the table. Though Helldivers 2 is currently available on PC and PlayStation 5, there's hope for an Xbox release in the future, albeit under specific circumstances. According to Arrow's community manager, that's Thomas Twinbeard Petersson, the decision is not in the developers' hands. Petersson addressed a fan's claim that Helldivers 2 would never come to Xbox, responding with a simple, "Who says it couldn't?" Expanding on the topic, Petersson explained, "It's not up to us, but to Sony and Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, to duke it out. But hypothetically speaking, if both partners think it would benefit them from a financial and brand standpoint, then it could happen. If Sony believes it won't though, then it won't." This sheds light on the complexities of exclusivity deals, where business considerations from platform holders like Sony often dictate where a game can appear. Petersson also mentioned that Sony owns the Helldivers IP, which means Arrowhead Game Studios has limited control over the game's future in terms of platforms or even merchandise. Petersson noted that while the team would love to see more Helldivers merchandise, it's ultimately up to Sony to make those decisions. This reveals the broader business landscape in which developers and platform holders operate, with licensing and brand ownership often influencing where and how a game can expand its reach. Although an Xbox port is far from confirmed, it's reassuring for some fans to know that the possibility isn't completely off the table. If negotiations between Sony and Microsoft ever align, Helldivers 2 could potentially make its way to Xbox, which would introduce a new audience of players and potentially even bolster the cooperative nature of the game with a larger player base. My 2 cents worth to this is that I don't think it will ever go to Xbox, and here's why. It's a live service game. By the very nature of the game, it needs online players for it to survive. So you kind of think, well, yeah, surely it makes sense for it to go onto Xbox. In fact, it makes sense just to put it everywhere. If Sony were concerned about a lack of online players, They would have sanctioned a release of this game on Xbox earlier, and yet they haven't. If Sony were concerned about a lack of online players, when all that PSN stuff kicked off about having to have an account and they lost 172 countries worth of players, they would have released it on Xbox, yet they haven't. Considering they've just signed off Lego Horizon for the Nintendo Switch and it's not been included on the Xbox console, just goes to show that Sony is not putting their content onto Xbox unless they are forced to do so. Like with the MLB The Show situation, where Sony really were dictated to by Major League Baseball to release it everywhere or you're going to lose the license. So if it's up to Sony alone, then they will not be releasing Helldivers onto Xbox. What do you think, guys? Is that the right thing to do? Let me know in the comments. Should Helldivers go to all platforms? It is an online game, right? It's a live service game. It needs players. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the content today, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps not only the video but the channel too. And don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in staying up to date with the latest gaming and PlayStation news, rumours and leaks. And if you want to go the extra mile in supporting me as a content creator, consider becoming a channel member to unlock some exclusive perks. So let's move on, and we've just discussed Helldivers 2 getting enhanced for the PS5 Pro. However, Rise of the Ronin has also been confirmed as a PS5 Pro Enhanced title. The game will take advantage of the Pro's upgraded hardware, offering a more refined gaming experience. Rise of the Ronin made a formal announcement through developer Team Ninja's Twitter account. The studio revealed that the game will feature improved visuals and frame rates on the PS5 Pro, and to give fans a taste, they released a very short, I think 12-second gameplay snippet, although Twitter's video compression limited the full impact of the improvement. So probably worth going out and checking that on YouTube if you want to have a look at that. So let's discuss Astro Bot then. As I mentioned at the start of the video, a number of people have lost so much credibility for the nonsense that they constantly spout across social media about Astro Bot without any actual factual information. Ever since Astro Bot launched, the narrative has been to play it down. Poor sales, no engagement, no one playing the game. It's a bad platformer. And the list is endless with crap like this. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. All I can say to those people is that they are absolutely delusional. They are living in cloud cuckoo land. So Astro Bot, the fantastic platformer developed by Team Asobi, has quickly cemented itself as one of the most successful platformers of the year. According to analyst Matt Piscatella, who is from Sikana, Astro Bot ranked second in the US software charts for September 2024. Let me say that again. It ranked second, trailing only behind EA Sports FC 25. So ranking second, only available on one platform, and second behind what used to be called FIFA, which, let's be honest, is the biggest sports game in the world, available in every country and on every platform. Not bad for little old Team Asobi, hey, finishing second. The top 10 US sales for software also had games like Madden, NFL 25, The Legend of Zelda, EA Sports College Football and Star Wars Outlaws, and Astro Bot beat all those to second spot. Despite tough competition, Astro Bot has distinguished itself as the best performing non-Mario 3D platformer in the last decade. Astro Bot released in early September and has received positive reception across the board. Weekly speedrun stages have been introduced to keep players engaged, with new stages launching every single Thursday. These additions give the game extended replay value and keep the community invested long after the main campaign is completed. With holiday season on the horizon, Astro Bot seems poised to remain a strong contender for one of 2024's best-selling games. Its impressive debut, especially as a single-platform title exclusive to the PS5, speaks to both the strength of the game and the enduring popularity of the platformer genre. Developer Team Asobi's ongoing post-launch support, including a free DLC and speedrun challenges, only reinforces the game's potential to become a long-standing franchise within the PlayStation ecosystem. Well, I wonder what the Astro Bot haters are going to come up with now, because their narrative for Astro Bot has just been debunked. Let's move on. According to data shared by Sikana's Matt Piscatella, a massive 82% of all PS5 units sold in the US to date have been the disc-based edition, with only 18% of sales coming from the digital-only edition. That does surprise me, because you often hear about digital sales flying, right? You often hear that lots of sales of games are digital only, and yet actually when you look at the hardware sales, 82% of hardware for PS5 has been the disc-based editions. The trend highlights the preference for physical media amongst gamers despite the industry's increasing push towards digital content. Sony's upcoming PS5 Pro is set to challenge this trend as it doesn't include a built-in disk drive in an effort to keep costs down. Having said that, you try buying a detachable disk drive for the Pro, you got more chance buying gold dust. These things are sold out almost everywhere. But the fact that 82% of the consoles that are sold are with disk drives does really please me. I know the industry wants to move forward into a digital-only future because it locks in gamers to a platform and gives you absolutely no freaking control over your licensed games, not purchased, licensed, rented games that they have control over. So I was really pleased to read that the report shows clearly that there is a massive demand still for physical media, and long may that continue. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about the topics we've discussed today in the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.